All right. Welcome in, Nagy Nation. Hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. Hopefully, if you're also a Browns and Ohio State fan, you found a way to get over yesterday. We don't need to talk about it anymore. But if an Ohio team beats a hardball today, it'll all be fine, right? We've got a good one for you here. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining you. It is our Brown stem. There are those beautiful white jerseys that they will be wearing. Unfortunately, I could not force the Ravens to go with their all black. I think they are wearing tonight, so that's going to be a great look. But let's toss it out to the left coast. Kid, how we doing tonight? You have me, Kit. Can you hear me?
All right, I got you. Sorry about that. I think I had it on mute there. Sorry.
All right.
Yeah, glad to be here. Very excited for this one. This is going to be a big game. I'm set up over here in Seattle, so it's always a good deal for me. But that is a great look for these Browns. Gotta love that setup, and of course you mentioned the black on black, which I don't think they do that in the game. You're right, but it is going to look awesome in prime time. So very much looking forward to this one.
Indeed. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this one popping. Good to have Kareem Hunt back. Good to have Jack Conklin back. Some much-needed players. And for the Browns, the playoffs start now. I mean, let's be honest. They gotta take care of business, especially in these Ravens games. Welcome in, Chris. Welcome in, Keith. Welcome in, Graham. Go Browns, indeed. And yes, we were just talking about because I was user controlling the Browns, I did not give the Ravens the ability to go with the all blacks, which is what they're going to wear tonight. So we'll be stuck here with Lamar in his purple and white. All right, well, let's get this one going. Lamar is going to start in a pistol here. Again, the Ravens continuing to battle injuries. Cedric Ogbuehi, who they brought in to come in for Ronnie Stanley, out as well. So you're going to see a converted guard, Patrick McCarry, playing right tackle, and they'll slide Andrew Villanueva, who had been the right tackle, over to the left tackle side. So if there's ever a day for Clowney and Miles to get after it, this would be a good one. Yeah, Demolition Dogs need to feast in this one if we're going to be successful. That's going to be an important part of our game plan. Indeed. All right. Turn around again, give it up the middle. It is Devontae Freeman, and Miles drags him down after a gain of 3, sets up third, and about 4 for the Ravens. Welcome in, John. Woof. Indeed, back to pass. Pressure coming. Pull over Villanueva. As Garrett, he's going to chuck it deep to the left side, and it's going to be caught! Wow! Hollywood Brown somehow one-on-one with Ronnie Harrison and Marquise Brown, and we know he can fly, and Lamar chucked it up deep, and we know this new Madden's version loves the deep ball, and there's a big one to start the game. Yeah, definitely loves the deep ball indeed, and yeah, he just kind of dropped it in there in the bucket. That was a nice throw as Ronnie Harrison was back about half step and wasn't able to come up with a defensive play there to disrupt the catch. 61-yarder there. Talk about finding the single coverage against your safety, more of your sub linebacker even. And Harrison's a good physical player, but I don't think he can hang with Ronnie Harrison. I'm not sure, with Marquise Brown. I'm not sure why they were asking him to do so. Yeah, no, that's not a matchup you expect. And if you do find that matchup, you'd expect the Ravens to take advantage as they get in with the rush. Freeman, there he is. Yeah, scoring on their first drive, certainly something the Browns will have to look to respond to. Absolutely. Again, on a 3rd and 4, they go deep down the left side for 61 yards, and then 2 plays later, Devontae Freeman is into the end zone, and yes, that one seemed very quick. Just a minute and 54 seconds, 5 plays, 75 yards, 7-0 Baltimore. Before the people are even into their seats. Cute little juke there by Feld. Actually going to get past the 25 for the first time in as long as I can remember. Good sight to see number 27 back in the backfield. Yeah, that's huge. They're going to turn around and give it to him. He's going to fight up the middle, and he's going to pick up a couple of yards. They're just going to give him credit for 1. before Patrick Queen is the one who brings him down.
Yeah, both Hunt and Conklin being back is massive for this game. So important. And very, very glad to have them back. That's going to be a big part of what we're looking to do.
Absolutely. A little bit of a trap look there. It's Dearness Johnson into the game for a carry. He still has a couple of formations that he is in, and he's unfortunately going to be tackled pretty quickly there. So already a 3rd and long to start the game. Baker shifts the formation. He is in a shotgun. Back to pass, he's going to fire over the middle. Took a really, really shallow drag pattern, just a 4-yard gain to Donovan Peoples-Jones, and I don't think this is go-for-it territory.
No, I don't think so. Not with a 4th and 4 on your 35, already down 7.
Yeah, unlucky first drive there. Gillen boots it up. It's going to go over his head. And it's going to check down right inside the 5. It'll be down at the 3. Nice play there. Troy Hill, good to see him. I believe he's back as well, right?
He is. Yes, he is back. He had DPJ.
I don't know how, after seeing him go off the field on the stretcher, you're like, he's done for the year.
Well, we thought that, but, obviously they're going to treat anything like that. Yeah, anything like that with an abundance of caution. So, fortunately for us, that was not a serious injury, and he's able to come back, and he and DPJ are both expected to play today.
Extremely fortunate for that as well. This is second carry for Latavius Murray, the other of the retread running backs that they have brought in here.
Yes, Keith, you're absolutely right. Chubb is historically good for at least one big, long run against these Ravens. So hopefully we get to see that, and I'd love to see it more than once if we can.
Absolutely. Big-time hit there by Taki, but the 1 yard had been achieved just barely, so 1st and 10. Gets Lamar, and he's back to pass on a first down. Floated to the right side. On the sideline, he hit Devontae Freeman, just sort of falls out of bounds for a short gain of 3. That heavy pistol look again with Patrick Ricard. Turn around, give it up the middle. And maybe a holding call here. Not really sure where that flag came in, and it will be a hold.
Yeah, don't forget for those Ravens, they're missing pieces all over this roster, but defense in particular is really, really missing some key pieces. Peters being out for the season, but Calais Campbell with that concussion protocol may not be playing in this one. If he's not, look for the run game to be a big part of the game. Yeah, he's in the concussion protocol, questionable to play, but if he doesn't end up playing, that's huge for us. Plus, Williams is also supposed to be is also questionable game time decision.
Yeah, I did not take either of those two out, so we'll have to see. He's going to go to the sideline. That's the rookie Bateman, but he cannot get those toes in. 4th and 12. And a punt upcoming and an opportunity here for the Browns to hopefully get some good field position. Sam Cook, the venerable veteran, kicks it. Decent punt to the 46, taken fair catch by Dimitri Felton there. All right. Let's get something going here on offense.
Yeah, we really need something.
High formation, Janovich into the game in front of Nick Chubb. Give it to him up the middle. Nick Chubb breaking a tackle, fighting his way. Nice gain there. Give him a big 7 for Nick Chubb. Great play there. 2nd and 3 for the Browns.
That was a very Chubbian run. He just found a way to absorb that contact and keep going. Love it.
Indeed. It looked like the hole was the other direction there, Kareem. He goes to the left.
Typical
going to set up
style.
A big 3rd and 1. A lot of bodies on that line. Don't really feel like you need to overthink this one. Turn around, give it to Kareem Hunt. He's got a nice hole, and he's got a first down, 5 yards. And that first down there for Kareem Hunt and these Browns.
Yeah, no overthinking it indeed, especially if they aren't playing with Calais Campbell. You know you should be able to run on them in 3rd and 1 kind of situations all day.
Indeed. Baker's going to stand there and take a sack as Jed Wills gets beaten by Justin Houston. Just don't understand his inability to throw the football at times. Ravens show a safety blitz. Baker checks to a pass. He's going to go right side. He throws it to Chubb. He's going to keep the heels in bounds. A short gain sets up a 3rd and moderately manageable. Better than it was before after the sack.
Yeah, still a 3rd and long by definition, but it's certainly better than it was.
Absolutely. Digger's going to take the check down. Everybody covered up to the 36th. Let's see if I can. Oop, that might be missed. We'll see. Oh, I got it.
Yeah.
Maybe it was on the wrong side of the accuracy bar with the wind, but Laughlin drills it. We'll take it. We will take it. All right, 5:13 to go here in the first quarter. Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy joining your Nagy on Sports. Again, appreciate everybody being on. Keith, welcome in. Thanksgiving hangover has been all right. No major complaints. Other than from about 12 to 3:30 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean,
it was a rough patch.
Yeah, I hate seeing the Buckeyes lose. The Buckeyes did a lot of what the Browns have been doing this season with hurting themselves with penalties. I think that's why they don't end up winning that one. But on the other hand, for the state of the rivalry, not that I want to see Michigan win, but for the state of the rivalry, it's good to see them competitive again. It's good to see them actually, make it a rivalry game. I mean, that was actually, a competitive game for once, which is good to see. We really haven't had that for 2 decades now. And, as much as I love Ohio State, I'd rather Ohio State play with a good Michigan than Ohio State just dominate Michigan every year.
Yes, Graham is correct. Keith, JSN is a true sophomore, so he's got one more year to be the guy. But man, either Olave or Garrett Wilson will look pretty darn good in brown and orange.
Oh yeah, I'd love to have either and or both of those guys.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
So good.
Away.
There you go.
It happened. But we'll try a decent little scramble there for Lamar, by the way. Now we were talking about all things Buckeyes. Yeah, Smith and Jigba is a monster.
He sure is.
They're all monsters. Think about the 4th best receiver for the Buckeyes, who's now the best receiver in the SEC for Alabama. And is probably going to win the Biletnikoff because he didn't have to share. Because he didn't have to share with other 5-stars. Yeah, I would be fine with either of them. I think for me, I would maybe rather take Wilson over Olave, but I would be totally cool with either. I think Wilson's just a teeny bit more of a game breaker after the catch than Olave is.
Right.
Olave, like a lot of the comps I'm seeing for Olave is like Keenan Allen, just like elite route runner, so smooth, going to make every catch, but isn't going to run away from anybody after the catch. Wilson can juke you out of your shoes and then run away from you. And those catches and those contested catches that he makes are just stupid.
Yeah, he's actually pretty similar to Jackson Smith and Jigba in that front in terms of the way that he catches the ball but then finds a way to get extra yardage in spite of a defender being right there.
And that catch that he made against the dude's back yesterday.
Yeah, that was wild. One-handed going to the ground and he's catching it behind the guy. That was insane.
We wouldn't want to call pass interference because it's being tackled, but I'll just catch it around this guy.
Yeah, which was just wild.
Yes, wild indeed. All right, Brown's going to get a 3rd down stop here. Going to be Justin Tucker time. Of course, we know he's got the leg for this. 54, maybe 53 and a half yarder here from where he kicks it. His kick is up. His kick is good. He's about as reliable as they come. Remember that 66-yarder he hit earlier in the season.
For those of you joining us interested in the other big game going on in the AFC North here, I am keeping an eye on the Steelers and Bengals game. Big rush there from Joe Mixon to put the Bengals into Steeler territory here.
All right, first and 10, we got a $144. Browns down a touchdown, trading field goals on their last 2 drives. Turn around, give to Kareem Hunt, and he will be taken to the ground very quickly. Justin Matabuki right there, the defensive lineman. I think Joel Bitonio just kind of gave up on the block.
Yeah, it was kind of odd. He did kind of just give up on the block, which is very un-Joel-like. knowing how good he is, the Pro Bowl caliber player.
Absolutely. How about this little wheel route to the left side? Kareem Hunt all the way up to the 38. What a throw, what a catch. 19 yards and a first down, Browns.
Yeah, that was awesome. Love hitting the back out on a wheel route. The defenders a lot of time have a hard time getting out to that because often it's a linebacker, so good opportunity to stretch the field with the back coming out of the backfield on a wheel route.
Welcome in here and go Browns as they try to stretch it right there, and unfortunately are not going to be able to stretch it for very far as Austin Hooper against the linebacker does not hold up on that block. 2nd and 10 is the result over the middle, and it's going to be tipped up in the air, and then Jimmy Smith picks it off because of court.
Yikes.
Hooper with a drop, and it's going to be picked off by Jimmy Smith, and again, as many times as we've seen the Ravens, especially in Madden, if you can get a lead on them, they do not perform well. So this is similar to Michigan yesterday. They are built to be ahead and run the football.
Yep.
And Buckeyes could just never get a stop on the score that they needed. It could have very easily gone the way of Michigan State. If the Buckeyes had gone up a couple of scores, it could have been lights out. So,
oh yeah, for sure.
Similar to that, you want to make sure that if you're the Browns, you try to get a lead, and you try to get a lead early if at all possible.
Yeah, and that early turnover really hurt also. So, it's similar to what's happening here.
Yes.
But that pass hit Hooper right in the hands. He's got to come down with that. Can't allow that to go through the hands and then give Smith a chance to come away with it. So, unfortunate break there for the Browns.
Absolutely. Right at 1st and 10 after a long completion. Has him inside the red zone. Left side to Bateman, the rookie. Mac Wilson drags him to the ground. Lamar now 7 of 8 for a $138. I remember 61 of those came on that bomb in the first quarter. 10-3 now 2nd and 3. They can get a first down on the tree. Back to pass again, Lamar over the middle, right side to the end zone. Touchdown. He's got his man, Nick Boyle, the tight end. And the worst possible start here from the Browns, giving the Baltimore Ravens a 2-score lead pretty quickly, first minute into the second quarter.
Yeah, this is definitely not what you want to do against the Bengals. You don't want to find yourself in this kind of hole. Climbing out of a hole like this is difficult for a team that's been struggling with pass offense. When you want to be running the ball, yes, you can get big chunk plays, but depending on the run the whole time can, wears out a lot of clock, and it's difficult to come from behind when your best attack is in the run game.
Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Keith. That's very true.
Nice little play up the field there. Again, so good to see 27 back there. Getting him some carries early. 2nd and 3 here for Baker Mayfield. Turn around, throw it to a wide open Rashard Higgins. He's got the first down. Give him 6. And the Browns have a first down.
And yeah, if they're going to give you that simple of a pickup, you take it without even thinking. Yeah, it's only 3 or 4 yards, but it's a first down, and that's all that matters there.
Absolutely. Baker with lots of time. He's going to heave it deep to the right sideline. Into the end zone. Tipped in. Drop. Is going for Higgins deep to that side. And not going to be caught, unfortunately.
There's all kinds of things wrong with that. First of all, Higgins is about the last guy you're going to run that route with. Second of all, Baker's not going to be throwing that with Higgins behind the defender, not even with a step. And then just so many things just wildly inaccurate about that play.
3rd and 10 here. Browns really need a conversion. Baker in the shotgun once again. Watch out. Pistol whipped again. Jedrick Wills. Man, no respect for Jed Wills. And Justin Houston now. 2 sacks and a 4th and 17. Browns are in trouble here to start the game.
Yeah, they sure are. This is not where you want to be.
Punt for Gillen going to be taken by Devin Duvernay. Browns really need a turnover or something. Mark comes out in a pistol. 11:35. Still got plenty of time. Of course, that momentum meter has been pinned hard to the purple side for the majority of the football game, which unfortunately just going to make the comeback attempt a little bit harder.
Yep.
As about a 6-yard run to the left side, give him 7 is Devontae Freeman. Fountain of youth there in Baltimore for running backs. Get up the middle again, wide open. Freeman, he's going to get about 10 yards before being touched. Give him 11 and a first down, Ravens. Browns defense looks gassed.
Yeah, they sure do. They've been out on the field, far too much, especially with the offense not able to come up with any real production.
Absolutely. Needs some kind of turnover. Lamar Jackson, right side, 9.5-yard route. Sammy Watkins on the other end. Now 9 of 10 for a $154 is Lamar. I think you'd take that if you're a Ravens fan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Another big run. Just look at that push. Just being pushed 3 or 4 yards. It was like it did yesterday. Just 5-6 yards before even being touched. And another first down. Ravens just punching it down their throats right now.
So Burrow
desperately needed turnover.
Burrow just escaped pressure out of the pocket, ran around the opposite side, and dove for a touchdown there. The Bengals go up a score.
I haven't even started to play those games. Is it better for the Bengals to win or better for the Steelers to win for us in this particular one? Maybe the Bengals because we already have a game in hand on them in terms of head-to-head?
Yeah, or I don't really know, but because I haven't done that either, but I guess the Bengals would be better for us.
Another third down conversion, and unfortunately Madden picking up on the Browns' inability to get off the field on third down.
Realistically, though, we got to take care of our own business. We need to find a way to get to 10 wins. That's probably the recipe for success for getting into the playoffs. So it means you got to win 4 of these 6. You got to find a way to do it.
Yep, indeed. And if all 4 of those are the 4 remaining division games, that would be lovely as well.
That would be ideal.
All right, now a 3rd and 12 is actually going to lose a couple of yards. If the Browns defense can stiffen and hold them to a Justin Tucker field goal. Shotgun, 5-wide look here for Lamar Jackson. Wobbly throw, right side, end zone! Touchdown, Rashard Bateman. Just a crazy, wacky throw in the arms of Jadeveon Clowney, and he throws it wobbly into the end zone and a touchdown for the Ravens.
Yeah, it was wild that actually worked, considering the fact that he got pressure, obviously affected the throw. There were about 4 defenders in the area, and none of them able to get to Bateman before the pass, even though it was wobbly and clearly affected. So that's a bit odd that actually worked out.
Yes. Maybe the momentum.
Yeah,
it's been unfortunately not great so far in terms of realism, has it, Keith?
No.
I wish I could say anything other than I'm sorry. DPJ across the middle, little drag route.
Yeah, we've spent hours and hours trying to do the best we can to bring as much realism as we can to this game, and there's a limit to how much we're able to actually produce, because we can't go in there and make it more than we have already, or at least we haven't found the ways to make it. There may be ways, but if they are out there, we don't know what they are.
Sure. Yes, we sure have not done that yet.
Baker's just going to stand there all day.
He's just going to stand there and then fire left side at the sideline, but I think he's going to be out of bounds. He is. Another 4th down. Wolf.
Yeah, Keith, we've talked about this before. There's something about the scrambling quarterback that Madden has been in love with since the days of Vic, where they will give him just uber amounts of credit, even if credit is not necessarily due. Lamar is interesting because he can be deadly accurate at times, but then other times he'll just throw it and you'll be like, what the heck was that? So no, I agree. I think he's getting too much credit for his accuracy probably in this one, because they're not including enough of those just like the heck was that throws in this one. So no, I agree that But that, again, that's like all of the scrambling quarterbacks for whatever. They love those dual threat guys, and so they get like uber juiced in this game, and then they're so impossible to play against.
Big hole to the right side. Freeman converts on a third down. He's up to 59 yards. Oh, that statistic a little earlier. 250 for the Ravens. Just 42 yards of offense so far for the Browns.
That's not good.
The play action looking now. He's going to waggle, and now he's just going to chuck it out of bounds and a very aggressively. Inside the tackle box?
That's another. Yeah, that's. I think he might have just been, but only barely, if so. But that's another thing Baker does that Lamar's getting credit for, but Baker never does, which is really frustrating too. That Baker can very much scramble out of the pocket and then throw it away, but like Madden doesn't seem to think that's a thing for Baker. But Lamar gets to do that all day.
Yep.
Or climb the pocket like that.
Chuck it into traffic. Almost intercepted. Troy Hill is just a little bit behind. And they're going to try a 57-yarder here from Tucker. We know he's got the leg. His kick is up. And he boinks it. But did it go in? I couldn't even tell. I just saw it hit the upright. Doink. Oh, no. That was just the net. I thought he doinked it.
Yeah, that's weird.
He misses it, so we'll take it.
It's weird how the animation for coming off the net treats the net like it's a cinder block wall.
Yes.
Like it doesn't have any cushioning to it whatsoever.
Absolutely. Here's Nick Chubb up the middle.
Oh, the hole was huge in the middle. Where are you going, Chubb? Like it was a massive hole, and he's like, "Let me skirt the edge here." Like I don't understand that at all. Skirt the edge where I can be tackled.
Second and 5, Baker back to pass. Heave it deep to the right side on the sideline, and it's caught, but I think he's out of bounds.
Big Ben just got picked.
Nice.
Yeah, the Bengals are set up in the red zone again at their own 5, first and goal. Or at Steelers 5, first and goal.
All right, come on, Bakes. 3rd and 5 here. Let's do something, or our all-pro offensive lineman will allow your nose tackle to rush the passer.
Right, and that's Baker senses that kind of pressure. He's going to do the same kind of thing like we just saw from Lamar, where he's going to probably avoid the pressure, roll out to the side, find a target downfield, and if he can't, throws it away or runs, depending on what's going on. But like that's very frustrating that continues to happen here.
Baker fires it and incomplete. I had no choice. Felt like we needed to get a little spark. Couldn't get anything. Pistol again, 2:19 to go. Browns will get the ball in the second half, but they'll be looking for their defense for a spark here at this point. Offense has been it's just, again, whatever your thoughts were about Odell Beckham and the chemistry and all that thing, he was at least a weapon that other teams had to account for, and it seems to be that the Browns do struggle more in the passing game now without having him out there. They just don't have a dynamic weapon that you can go to. Here's a wobbly pass out of a sack, and it's going to be picked off. It's Ronnie Harrison. He's got it at the 25 to the 30, up to the 35. Absolutely huge, and let's see if this jumpstarts the offense.
Yeah, that was absolutely what you had to have. Finally, the pressure affects the throw in a way that allows the defense to come away with it. That's what we've been looking for, and hopefully this is the spark that this offense needs to get going because they've got to get something here. Have to.
Absolutely, they do. Baker fires left side. He's got Peoples-Jones at the sideline, and once again, I think he just gets 1 foot in bounds, and that's it.
Yep.
Unfortunately, shotgun again for Baker now. 1:46. He'll have all 3 timeouts. He's in the shotgun. He's waiting, and now he'll throw it away. Hey.
And yes, Karen, Joe Woods is not big on the blitz. He does bring safety blitzes and a few linebacker blitzes here and there, sometimes a corner blitz, but not overly big on the blitz. He's more on the organic pressure side, bringing 4 and then playing more of that dime and allow the organic pressure to get home, especially with the line he's got. But But that doesn't mean he won't blitz. He does bring the pressure occasionally, just not as often as some of the other defensive coordinators. And keep in mind, a lot of quarterbacks, it just depends on who you're playing, the matchup. But a lot of quarterbacks thrive when you blitz them. Now, I'm not saying that's true of Lamar Jackson. We may see more blitzing in this one because that's how Miami was so successful. Yep. Was they basically played cover zero virtually the entire game and just pressured the heck out of Lamar, and he really struggled with that. Now, I don't expect us to do that, as we do get a nice sack there.
Finally.
First
one of the day.
But I don't expect nearly as much of that from us. But you should expect to see a little bit of it.
Pressure up the gut. Here comes McDowell. We're going to get back-to-back sacks.
Yeah, defense stepping up in a big way.
Yeah, it's not been a good first half. A couple of lucky Lamar things, and the Browns' offense has just been bad. And Baker taking a lot of statue sacks so far. You can see that little stat 5 of them so far, and there's 2 sacks for the Ravens happened in this for the Browns actually on these previous 2 plays.
And yes, Keith, you're right. We absolutely have to find ways with our receivers to get separation from this depleted secondary. No question. Realistically, that's the way to beat these Ravens in particular is to that's how they give up most of their yardage is in the pass game, especially with that secondary in as much trouble as it is. Although if Calais Campbell is out, you could see a lot more. If he is not able to go with that concussion protocol, then you could see a lot more opportunity in the run game also.
Sure. Welcome in, Anthony.
I don't think that's true, Anthony. I think he absolutely wants to be in Cleveland. He's dealt with a lot of injuries. He's getting a ton of criticism. Most of it, I think, is unwarranted. He's tough on himself too. I know he didn't address the media. And the media, of course, went absolutely ape over that because they're the media, and that's what they do. And even the NFL, he's going to chuck another long one with the receiver not in a good position. Was that Higgins again?
Yeah, I think that's.
Why?
The injuries have Higgins as that side. So.
Yeah, we have that pretty well discussed last time. You're never going to do that with Higgins. He's not going to have a step because he's not the fastest. And Baker's not going to throw it if the receiver doesn't have a step. Like, what are you doing? But now he's just going to take
another stack.
Yeah. But no, I absolutely think Baker wants to be here. I think he's playing hard for this team. I don't buy any of this, Skip Bayless nonsense of, Odell Beckham has, the locker room turning on Baker. That's such cock and bull.
Yeah.
There's no merit to any of that stuff. I think, there's a lot of unwarranted criticism out there. He has been incredibly banged up. I think he is the healthiest he has been in a long time coming into this game, so hopefully we'll see a resurgent performance, especially because that's when Baker's at his best, is when he feels like his back is up against the wall. And if there's ever been a game where, back has been up against the wall, this is probably it.
What the heck?
Yes, applied from what we know. From what we understand, how do we not
get a second half kickoff?
Yeah, and they randomly get the ball. Like, what was that?
Well, because we went for it on 4th down because there were 2 seconds left, so they got the ball where we turned the ball over on downs.
Right, but there's no kickoff. There's no kickoff, so they're just going to get the ball in perfectly good scoring position.
They skipped halftime.
Halftime doesn't exist apparently. Wow, I think that might be enough. We may have to redo this sucker.
Yeah, blatant cheating.
This is such awful, awful. They're just going to walk Lamar in like it's nothing. Wow.
What is happening?
I feel a power surge coming in Ohio. I don't know what's happening over there. Yes,
what
DPJ.
in the world?
DPJ is supposed to play, as is Troy Hill. They're both expected to play in this one.
Unreal.
Yeah, I think we need to do this again. This is so bad. I mean, I have never seen anything like that. Like, we're not even going to have a halftime or a kickoff, and they're just going to get the ball.
Halftime and just give the ball where you turn it over.
Yeah, forget that. We're just gonna pick the game up here because we like it better. It helps our Ravens.
Sheesh.
If you can cheat Madden, we can cheat right back.
Gosh, crazy.
The screen's
Full
out there.
screen to the left side. Maybe we get it.
Yeah.
Yep, they're going to give him the first down. There we go.
Applied his calls for the reset so he doesn't have to miss the first half.
I know. I feel bad that we're already making people miss real football. I don't reset it again. 2nd and 10. Recently signed linebacker Josh Bynes on the tackle. It's fine. Usually when we lose the sim, we win in real life, right?
That's
Is that
right.
still a thing? Nice play to Hooper, though.
The reverse jinx. The Madden reverse jinx.
Right.
Works well. Has for a number of years now, or for a number of seasons now.
Sure. Pitch to the right side. Hunt is going to go nowhere, unfortunately.
Especially if it's a woeful blowout like this.
And this one's pretty rough.
Oh, yeah.
2nd and 9. Baker in the shotgun. Lots of time. Probably just take a sack or underhand throw it out of the back of the end zone.
What the heck was that?
I'm done speculating, Kid, because I have no idea. No idea anymore. Here's a 3rd and 9. Baker back to pass. Gonna heave it deep, and it's gonna be batted away because why not?
Yeah, Madden, you can suggest a field goal all day, but unfortunately a field goal does nothing for you here.
Yes. 4th and 9. Not sure why you take the end zone shot there, but you do, and it's knocked away.
Nope. There's zero chance that Stefanski or this offense, unless it's like wide open and there's a dude just standing there with no coverage, you don't take that shot and you get the first down.
Absolutely.
Football 101.
However, they can have guys who are wide open though.
Football 101. I don't
Not a
understand.
white jersey in the picture at all.
Yeah, I don't understand why Matt is quite so bad with the basics sometimes.
Freeman this time going to run right into number 95. Good play there on run defense by Myles Garrett, who's been pretty quiet for the exception of a couple of impressive knockdowns of Andrew Villanueva, but Lamar's been getting rid of the football quickly.
Yeah, really outside of the first play of the game where he had a really nice, I don't think it was quite a TFL, but really nice run stop tackle. Beat his man. It was the very first Ravens play, but that's about it. That's about the only play we've seen from him.
3rd and 8. Let's get off the field. Here he goes. He's going to break free, and he's going to make the sack back to the 40-yard line. Right on cue, 95.
He heard us dogging him.
Just remember, it can't be this bad, Keith. That's where we're setting.
Setting what not to expect.
Right.
It better not be like this. If it's like this, we're in a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Yes, we are. Trying to pick plays that haven't been called very much, but I don't really know if they work or not.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing for us is we just got to get out of our own way. I mean, especially with the penalties, that's
another drop.
Mental errors. They're things that are very much under our own control. I mean, we have to find a way.
Yep, find a way. Here's Hunt up the middle. Get a few yards, nearing a first down. Quick little angle route over the middle. He's got Kareem Hunt. He's got a first down now.
And don't forget, and I don't want to make too tight of a comparison just because, you can never truly compare teams this way. But don't forget, just because we've struggled early does not, by any stretch of the imagination, mean that we're out of this thing. Look at what Tampa Bay did last year, where they really were rough to start the season, and they won some, obvious you're going to win these games, struggled in some games they shouldn't have struggled in, lost some games that maybe they shouldn't have lost early in the season. Then they finally got to their bye, they kind of settled down, and then went on, got hot at the right moment and just went on a streak of winning, and that carried them all the way to their Super Bowl victory. So, don't think Cleveland doesn't have the talent to do that. They certainly do. They have the chemistry. They have the team. They can be that good. They just have to find a way. They have to stop beating themselves, and they have to settle down and build and gain some of that confidence. If they can do that at the right time in the season, then it could very well start this week for the Browns. So, look for that. It certainly does help that we're playing the Ravens back-to-back with a bye in between, while they have to go play the Steelers in between.
Sure.
So don't discount what is possible. Don't think the Browns are out of it just yet. They're not.
Absolutely. Lamar making some sort of Superman play here down to the 6-yard line. I just went ahead and took it out of coach mode. Clearly my game planning is not working, so we'll at least let them go down in their own merit.
Yeah, suddenly it'll start working like a champ.
Yeah, maybe.
It's like Madden was like, you gave me control. Now suddenly I can make it work for you.
Or a sick one-handed touchdown catch for Rashad Bateman in the end zone.
Right, that was pretty awesome. Because why not? We needed a little more salt in the wound.
Sure. Well, the good news is, without spoiling Kit's keys to the game videos, we don't think it will look like this.
No, do not think it'll look like this.
And yes, if I didn't have errands to run with my wife and it's her birthday today, I would have rage reset and we would have started over. But we need to get this one. In the can so we can go birthday cake shopping and such. All in time for a Browns game tonight. All right, let's see what digital Stefanski can do, because me Stefanski was not very good.
Happy birthday to Mrs. Nagy on Sports.
That's right. Happy birthday, Mrs. Nagy on Sports, indeed. Here's a little out route. First time we've called Jarvis's name today. He's going to pick up 10 on his first touch. Whose idea was this anyway? Which idea, Keith? Simming on my wife's birthday, or waiting until Sunday, or trying to pair it up against real football? Stretch it to the right side, Nick Chubb, and he'll lose yardage. Just 7 carries for 16 yards.
And yes, Keith, the AFC absolutely is wide open right now. Mm-hmm. Now is our time to strike. If we can win this one, maybe even come away with the sweep of Baltimore after the bye, we would be set up in a beautiful position in the AFC.
Absolutely. Baker just going to run backwards before taking a sack this time. Again, the good news is maybe Calais Campbell doesn't play. He hasn't been the normal game record that he usually is in our sims with Baltimore. 3rd and 24. Baker with a completion to Jarvis Landry. He's going to get back up to maybe the original line of scrimmage. And that is where the Browns presumably will punt.
Yeah, there's no coming back on this one. Not with that scoreline.
Hey, Dion, is it time to bench Baker in the sim? Yeah, I don't know. I guess if you're down 38-3, I mean, maybe you do in the real game. Get him to the bye week a little earlier. Clearly, if it reaches this effect, something has gone poorly.
Right.
Some things have gone poorly, so maybe you do. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Cross the middle, Mark Andrews, John Johnson III makes the tackle. Yeah, I don't know if I would call this one all on Digital Baker, Dion. This one, I mean, this is Talk about getting maddened. They literally skipped halftime and gave the Ravens the football on the 20-yard line when it should have been our ball. What was it at that point? 24-0 maybe?
Yeah,
or 24-3 at that point, and then it was immediately 31-3 because they gave them the football on the 20.
Yeah, we go for it on 4th down with a couple ticks left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, just throw a Hail Mary.
A Hail Mary.
Going to run out.
And then they're like, oh, turnover on downs, and now we're just going to start the 3rd quarter with no kickoff. Yeah. Here, have the ball.
That's
great.
That was a fun
scoring position.
That was a fun glitch. That never happens for us, though.
No, absolutely not. Just like Miles just whiffs a sack that he makes 100% of the time right there. There's no way Lamar gets away from that.
Well, he's in the zone, so he can do it every once now.
Well, that just means he can't fumble, right?
That is what his, technically speaking.
Yeah.
And 9-yard gain, not a full 10. This time a little option keeper. Lamar left side completely untouched for about 15 before going down to the ground there. Greg Newsome makes the tackle, but Lamar creating his digital glory. First down at the 31-yard line, about 50 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. He's going to chuck this one deep, back of the end zone. They're going to say he got his feet in. What a catch for Watkins.
Wow.
Madden continuing to giveth to the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah, just pour some more on there.
Yeah, when he throws into double coverage, his receivers are allowed to catch it.
That's right. Especially with the receiver still behind the defender. And he gets to throw it, and the receiver just goes up and makes a play. Yeah.
How did he get his feet in?
That's wild.
How was that 2 feet in? But I'm going to review it. He didn't. There was no way he had 2 feet in either. Not even the perfunctory booth review on that one.
Nope.
45-3. Still a full quarter of football to go.
Yep, this is not what you want to see. This would be, if something like this were to go down in real life, this would be very much, I would feel
this
like
an
end of
Patriots
the road.
2.0, yeah.
Yeah, this would feel like a really, there's no coming back from this kind of a loss at this point in the season, just because of the mental blow it would be for this team.
Nice run of 16 there for Nick Chubb. Too little and way too late for them to start being good at offense. Here's Kareem Hunt, and he'll run right into the defender, as one does.
You know, that's how you do it, right? Your goal is to get tackled, so run at the defender.
Yes. All right, mercifully, we're into the 4th quarter here. Again, Phil Nagy, Kit Nagy, joining you, Nagy on Sports. Appreciate you being on this one. It's not been what we've wanted it to be by any stretch, as they try to set up a screen to the right side, and because Baker sucks at throwing screens apparently as well, it's incomplete, 3rd and 9. Back down to Rashard Higgins for a gain of 4. Pretty solid route on 3rd and 9 there, Madden. Good choice. Hey, but we'll go for it. Why not?
I mean, apparently Madden still has hope that they can win. They're just going to throw a bomb.
Throw the bomb.
Throw the Rashard Higgins bomb out on the outside that hasn't worked at all this game, because he is not a player that can do that.
Yep. He plays good defense on that one, though, and swats it away.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Dion, I would be okay with trying a new DC. And I would be okay with trading Hooper, to be honest. But I don't think that I need Matt Ryan in the locker room. I'm not sure what that does for you at the end of his career.
Yeah, and I'm not sold on Marvin Lewis either. I mean, realistically, I know a lot of folks are down on Joe Woods. I'm still not. I still think he's a great defensive coordinator. He gets a lot of flack that is probably undeserved. He wants to do more than he can do with the injuries he's had in the defense. He looks like he's finally going to have more of the defense he's been looking to play in this one. We're finally getting back to healthy, which we really haven't had the vast majority of this season. So I think this week we'll see hopefully a lot more of what the Joe Woods defense is supposed to look like. And I think that's important. I don't nearly put as much blame on his shoulders as I think many others do. A part of it is just mental mistakes on the defense and really just doing your job, taking care of business, not no forced errors or unforced errors for stupid penalties and unforced errors for blown coverages and communication problems, and part of it was the defense needed to settle in. I think they're finally there, but now we've got to put it all together and really stop beating ourselves. And as soon as they start to do that, we've seen glimpses of it. This defense can be great, absolutely great. We've seen it out there. They've just got to build that consistency and come out and play like a great defense every play. And that is very much in the cards, I think, for this defense. I think Joe Woods can get them there. I trust him to get his players to that point. But it's taking time. That's all.
Yeah, I would say the only thing that gives me any amount of hesitation was when Miles kind of called him out a little bit again at the end of the Patriots game about refusing to make any in-game adjustments, and that I didn't know this, but many people said that was the biggest. That was what everybody in Denver was shouting before he got ousted as Denver's DC, is that on the script it was great, but couldn't make in-game adjustments to kind of stymie what was not working, kind of a thing, and just kind of running it back, expecting a different result. So I don't know if there's anything to that. You could be a great game planner and a great, this 15-play script is going to be awesome, but they're doing this to us, and we aren't going to do anything to stop it. Again, it's hard for me to believe that in an organization as smart and intelligent as the Browns, that they wouldn't just sit there and continue to pay him if he really wasn't making any adjustments.
Right.
But I guess it caught my attention because I had heard similar things about his time in Denver. Is the point?
Right. Yeah. No. I mean, and I didn't really take Myles Garrett's comments the same. I think
he's frustrated at the end of the game, and they got their butts kicked, and
right. Well, and I think a big part of it too is I think our media is notorious for taking things out of context and making it say something that it's not really intended to say. I don't think that that's what Myles is truly trying to say. I think that he felt more as a team. And not specifically Joe Woods, but as a team, of course the media is going to take it that way because that's what our media does. But especially MKC, who loves the drama and to revel in that. But no, I think more so he was saying as a defensive unit, they were not finding ways to adjust to what was being done to them, because that's on the players too. It's not just the game plan. Sure. It's about how the players adjust. When they're on the sidelines looking at their surfaces, I mean, it's just going to take a safety because, they needed more points. Give them the ball. Let's do that.
Half a hundo, sure, let's go.
But no, I think when they're on their surface, that's players make adjustments too. This is not just coaching, and game plan that comes into play and what defenses you're going to call. Players make adjustments also, and I think more so what Myles was saying is as a defense they were not making appropriate adjustments to what was being called against them, and that was his frustration after the game, and I don't think he was putting that on Woods necessarily. I mean, I think what he was saying that Woods potentially, he is part of the defense in terms of calling the game plan, but he's not. He can't play for the players either, So I didn't take it that way. Yes, I know there was some criticism of Joe Woods for his adjustments, and I think the same criticism could be fair on the offensive side of the game, where we're not making enough adjustments on our offensive play calling at times. And partly that's on the coach, but it's also on the players for execution of what is called. It really goes both ways in those discussions, and I very much hesitate to try to put blame for things at the foot of one person's. This is this person's fault. Yep. This is the ultimate team sport. It really does take all of the coaching. It takes all of the game planning. It takes all of the players, and you have to have a well-oiled machine that all works together smoothly. It's not about one person messed it up. You'd have to do your 1/11th, yes, and so if one person's dropping the ball, the other 10 then have to pick up the slack, and that's sometimes the challenge. But I think far too often we're looking to place blame on one person, and that's rarely the case.
A little action for Tony Fields there on the defense. I saw a little blurb that Mr. Jacob Phillips could be returning soon to the defense.
That would be awesome. Love to see him back. Hey, Sean, welcome in. Go Browns.
Go Browns indeed. You've missed maybe some of Madden's finest work in terms of how can we screw over the Browns. Like legitimately eliminating halftime and giving the Ravens the ball on our 20 to start, quote-unquote, start the second half, even though we were supposed to get the kick. Literally just skipping halftime and making it a turnover on downs at the quarter break.
Yep.
Pretty fantastic. And yes, Lamar Montana out there again here today. He'll swing it off to Devontae Freeman, who's at 30 carries and just barely 100 yards. 5 incompletions, 4 touchdowns for Lamar Jackson. Just how they... Oh yeah, that's what I said, Sean. It's been a real Madden hate fest today.
Yeah. Meanwhile, in real football, Bengals are up 17-3 with 11:54 in the second quarter here.
There you go. There you go. Justin Tucker will kick yet another one. Now a 50-point lead. I don't think we've seen anything ever like this. Have we ever seen a game like this in all of our? We've seen hundreds of games at this point.
Yeah, we've seen an awful lot, and this is unlike anything we've ever seen.
Truly,
this is Madden sticking it to us. What this is?
Yeah, definitely. That's what I said. This is the most Madden we could ever have had.
Well, especially since they were literally straight cheating to get some of those points.
Yes. Hey, Baker threw one away. Hooray!
A glitch like that, I mean, unbelievable. I don't know what combination of things had to lead for that glitch to be. Like, maybe it was a combination of you were in coach mode, plus you turned it over on downs, plus it happened to be the end of the fourth quarter, or second quarter, plus, so it couldn't switch from, like, coach mode to turnover and handle the fact that it needs to do the kickoff. So it's just like, we'll give them the ball and start the next quarter.
Right. Right, indeed. A 4th and 2 here. Just mercifully 80 seconds left in this absolutely putrid debacle. And they'll convert the first down. Hooray! Sure, a little love tap on the way out the door from Madden.
Yeah, Sean, absolutely 100% agree with you on that one. As Baker's going to throw yet another ugly underthrown interception here. So, yay for that. Thank you, Madden. Go ahead and give Ravens some more points. Why not? You still got time. You could make it down there. So
60 burger. Let's go.
But no, I very much agree. I think Joe Woods really has been calling very good games for the Browns, and it really has been execution. It's been mental mistakes, blown coverages from just poor communication, pre-snap penalties that there's no room for. It's been execution. It really has been execution. And once they get that execution fully together, this defense is awesome. And they've shown glimpses of it. They're going to be awesome. Give them a chance to come together as a unit fully and really build that consistency. And I think the game plan is going to work. But yeah, also Keith, I agree with you. And Colin Cowherd is is saying positive things about Baker. That can't be good.
Yep, that's how you know. All right, just kind of scrolling through for those of you extra nerds like me who want to see what the stats are.
Although these ones are atrocious because
pretty bad.
Men cheats hard.
Today they did.
It's not always this way, but that's about the worst we've ever seen it.
No, there's never just skipped and given them the ball.
Yep.
It's never been that level of illegality and or just it's not possible. Can't even happen. That's not even like a shuffle sack, like weird coding thing. It's just so anyway, it's fun to be on. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. And again, we're excited to see the real Browns do much better here this evening. So, Kit, let's wrap it up.
Well, yeah, obviously we want the Browns to do better than that. That would be, we certainly don't want to be going back to 500 if we can avoid it. But if we're going to go back to 500, certainly not like that. That was awful. And, I don't think we could have scripted a worse Browns setup, to include blatant cheating from Madden. Yeah. But, it is what it is, and sadly we don't have time to do the reset on this one, so we'll hope that tonight's primetime game is going to be a much more competitive and exciting watch than that was. But I think that's very much in the cards. I think the Browns are going to come out swinging in this one, and I think it should be a very fun game to watch. The offensive execution should be much better with Evan Hunt and Conklin back out on the field for them, plus DPJ playing is a big part. Probably the healthiest this team has been in a long time. Baker sounds like he is finally back to being, as close to 100% as he's probably going to be for the season. Then the defense is actually healthy and has all of their big play, big name guys, where you need them. So pretty much everybody there, very few going to be out for this one. So expect a big competitive AFC North battle in primetime and a beautiful looking game with that 75th anniversary plus the black over black. It should be really just a beautiful game. Can't wait to watch it, and very much looking forward to that. So you can join us on our Discord for the live game chat. We'll have a thread dedicated just to the live game chat. You can join us there. Discord details in the description of this or any other of our videos. So if you want to join us there and chat about the game while it's happening, feel free to. We'd love to have you.
Absolutely. All right. Appreciate everybody being on. Thanks so much to our subscribers. You guys are the best. Have a great day. Enjoy the games. And as always, I guess we say go Ravens. But as always, go